Hello, Arcady here. So I finally got my Bloodelf Paladin up to 120, like I said I would eventually. So yeah, tonight I'm going to do the Bloodelf Heritage set questline. And yeah, it took me a long time to get up to 120 on my Blood Elf because I don't really play a Blood Elf, but I figured since the Heritage set for Horde was only the Blood Elf so far, I thought I might as well work on my Blood Elf as much as I can. So I just recently got to 120. His gear is, pretty bad, but whatever. It should be good enough to get through the quest line. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. So it looks like I got to go to Silvermoon City. So I guess we'll head over there. So as you can see, my item level's only 290 right now, and I'm still wearing a few of my heirlooms, so yeah, very fresh character. Oh, just kind of on a minor note, I absolutely love the look of the new portal room for both Horde and Alliance. I mean, it is so freaking cool. Because there's a portal to Silvermoon City, there's a portal to Shatrath City in Outland, there's a portal to Warspear in Draenor, the alternate Draenor, and then there's a portal to Azuna in the Broken Isles. Then of course there's a portal to Zuldazar in Zandalar, and then there's a portal to Honeydew Village in Pandaria, and then finally there's a portal to Dalaran in Northrend. So I mean, you can pretty much go just about everywhere. So I think it's pretty awesome. So I guess we'll see what Lord Famar Ferron wants us to do, but it shouldn't be too much different than what I had to do for dwarves. Probably be a fairly long quest line, but if I have to, I can break this up in different parts. So he says, every year we ask a champion of our people to perform an act of remembrance in honor of those who fell to the scourge. Lady Liadrin has performed this ritual, as have I among others. This year I am honored to give the task to you. And it says he hands you an ornate lantern. This lantern carries a flame born of the Sunwell. I would ask that you bring it to the locations that were significant to the fall of the Sunwell and Quel'Thalas, and to light the memories we cannot forget. So it sounds like it'll be kind of cool. Guess we'll see how it goes. So unfortunately for, like in Silvermoon City, you can't fly. That's just kind of a thing, unfortunately. So, yeah. So we got a ride to the flight path, but I mean, no big deal. It looks like this other person's doing it too, possibly. This Blood Elf mage. So, yeah, whatever. I guess we'll see how it goes, eh? So I guess we're off to Tranquillian in the Ghostlands. I always thought it was Tranquillin, but I guess I had the name wrong completely all this time. So yeah, I guess this will probably be pretty cool. Because I like the dwarf one. and I don't know if you guys ever watched my video on that, but the Dwarf Heritage set was actually pretty cool to get. So I'm happy to happy to finally get a Blood Elf, so I can get the Blood Elf set, and pretty soon the Gnome and the Tauren Heritage set should be coming out soon too. So I'm definitely going to be getting the Gnome one. My Tauren Druid is only 111, so I'll have to work on him a little bit, but I should be able to get it with the Tauren eventually too. So kind of expect those videos in the future, if I feel like recording them anyway. So he says this land will never recover from the damage that was done here, but we will lost so much more than land that day. Long has the southern wall separated Quel'Thalas from the once great kingdom of Lordaeron. We did not believe that anyone could breach it, that overconfidence was our undoing. When the Scourge arrived, the gate was not conquered by force, it was willingly opened by a traitor. Though caught unaware, every Farstrider soldier and magister in the area rushed to the defense of our homeland. Very few of them returned home. The gates now stand as a memorial in their name. And it says, light the first memorial's flame. Oh cool, he's got a mount too. This is kind of neat. Riding around with the leader of the Blood Elves, so that's always kind of cool. Okay, looks like I gotta go all the way far south. So I mean, this'll take a few minutes. It's a good thing all the mobs here are, like level 59, level 60, because the game scales a little differently now, because they used to be like level 20-ish if I remember right. So anyway, long ass ride for the countryside. So it looks like we're getting close to where I gotta go. So now it says, and now to walk their path. Arthas cut through the land itself to get to the Sunwell. The dead scar is a constant reminder of that desecration. Where it stands is where our first line of defense attempted to hold the Scourge at bay. It is where the first blood was spilled. It was a slaughter. Take the lantern to the base of the dead scar and use its light to reveal the memories of what happened there. Oh, okay, so looks like it's not too far away. Just thought I'd check to see the map. You know, like see where I had to go or not. Well, that was interesting. Lorfamar stands quiet for a moment. Elor Bendel Feloran Morin Aminor. I'm not even sure how you pronounce that, so sorry if I butchered all of it. The next memory, forgive me, for many of our people, it was when we realized death was coming for us. A memorial to a particular defender lies to the west, in the place of her home. The light there has no doubt attracted some of the area's lingering souls. Clear them out and then relight the flame. It says light the second memorial flame. Go figure. We have to go to the Windrunner's Sanctum, which used to be Sylvanas' home when she was still alive. So I don't know if you guys can hear my cat eating, but he's eating some food right next to me, so hopefully it's not too loud. Well, it's kind of cool that Lorfamar's got like the same like sword design that I got. So I mean that's awesome. That's really cool. Sorry, I just noticed that. I just think it's really kind of neat how we have like the same sword basically. So it looks like I just gotta find one more. Would have been nice if there had been one like right there though. So I guess we'll light the lantern and just see what happens. Like what happens here. Sylvanas and the Far Striders sacrifice more than most of us. Sometimes I must remind myself of that fact, given the current state of affairs. Yeah, no kidding. Sylvanas has kind of turned into kind of an evil character nowadays. At least in my opinion anyway. I know some people would disagree, but the Ranger General fell just east of Farbreeze village, where she was holding the line to protect the civilians as they retreated to Silvermoon. If it wasn't for her, our people would number even less than we do now. Shine the lantern upon battlefield and witness how our forces ultimately broke under Arthas's personal assault. Witness the fall of the Ranger General. Excuse me. Just had a bit of a frog in my throat. Okay, so it looks like I gotta go back to Ever Song Forest, so I guess I'll probably cut the video here and just continue in a minute. So it looks like I gotta go to Silvermoon City. Okay, so I'm over here in Farbreeze Village and Eversong Woods, so I'm gonna head straight to where the next part is, and we'll see what happens. It's been kind of interesting so far, personally. So this has been pretty cool so far, personally. Wow, that was a pretty emotional cutscene. In the words of one of the more poetic retellings, as her defenders fell, with anguish she cried, Shindu Falona Sendorai. She was a true Ranger General. Until her last breath, may Silvermoon never forget her bravery in life. With our best defenders defeated and the line broken, Arthas made quick work of Silvermoon's remaining forces and tore through the city. This is where we part ways. I must return to Silvermoon before Haldoran starts sending rangers to search for me. The Dragonhawk Master in Fairbreeze Village has orders to fly you to Quel'Danas. Someone much more familiar with the events on the island will meet you there. It's like, seriously there? Yeah. Meet with Lady Liandrin in Quel'Danas. That's annoying how those stupid like level 20 mobs actually attack. So I guess we're heading to the island of Quel'Danas now, apparently, which is kind of cool. So I don't know how long this flight will be. If it's too long, I'll just cut it. But I guess we'll see in in a little bit here anyway. That was kind of interesting. Oh, so I have to... okay. See Lady Liandrin, the leader of the Blood Knights, which are technically like all the Blood Elf Paladins, so technically she's like my leader. She says, "Are you ready?" And then of course your character's name. While the monument here was intended to honor the fallen members of the Shattered Sun, it quickly took on a second meaning for the Sendori. It was not far from here that we lost one of our greatest heroes, an Asterian Sunstrider, the last king of Quel'Thalas. He led our final effort against the Scourge, and personally crossed blades with Arthas himself. As we remember the sacrifices it took to reclaim this land, we also remember the sacrifices made in its defense, and light the final flame. So I guess I'm just about done, which is cool. And she says, "Never forget the lives that were lost here, both to the Scourge and to our own misguided kin." Remember the sun well. We ride into battle with those words for a reason. We lost so much that day. I lost so much that day. Since the lantern on the southern side of the island, where the Dead Scar meets the sea, there you will see the fall of the Sunwell began, and with it the last act of the High Elves. Witness the fall of Anasterion. Wow, looks like it's going to be quite a ride. Oh well, I guess we'll, hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to get over there. And if not, I can always cut this and, yeah, so maybe that's what I'll do. So I'll be right back in just a few seconds here. Okay, so I'm over here in Fairbreeze Village and Eversong Woods. Okay, so I think I figured out where to go. So, I mean, I can always cut this out if you guys, or, well, I guess if I don't feel like maybe I should have the entire thing, but, well, I mean, I'll be getting there fairly soon. And it's kind of neat to, check out the Isle of Qualdanas, because I never actually, quested here back in Burning Crusade. For, basically personal reasons, I wasn't around for, the last patch, so, yeah. And of course I wasn't around for Wrath of the Lich King, or Cataclysm, and technically not even Pandaria either, so, I mean, yeah, a lot of the game I just never experienced. Wow. Well, he definitely murdered him. It's such a shame. Just gonna wait and see if any... Okay, never mind. Just gonna say if anything else happens. So I guess I'll run back and turn it in, so I'll be right back. So I'm back again. So we'll go turn this in, and I'm guessing they'll probably send me the Silvermoon. But I guess we'll see, right? One final task remains. The flame of the lantern dims. Your final task is to rekindle it. In order to do so, you must walk one remaining path. While we are fortunate to hold the Sunwell once again, we must always remember that it was yet another part of us that Arthas took away, and that our light prince was forced to find us a new way of life. Enter the Sunwell Plateau and witness its fall. Complete the Fall of the Sunwell scenario. Alright, so I guess I'm not going to Silvermoon. I guess I gotta go to the Sunwell Plateau raid. So hopefully this won't be the entire thing, because if it is, I might cut it depending on like what, you know, like what all happens in here. Oh, okay, cool. Just takes me to like the very last room. Alright, cool. So that's good. At least I don't have to go for the entire place. Crap. I'm like, oh no. I'm screwed. These should respawn like right there, so I mean that's pretty good. Well, it's cool that Kalefish is here. Man, that was close. I had to bubble just to save myself. But like I say, I'm not the greatest paladin. But I mean, yeah, whatever. I think I'm doing okay. Man, that was close. I gotta eat some food real quick and just get my health back up, because oh my god, I just about died again. This is not easy. Like, this is actually a pretty hard part to this scenario. So, I guess when my friend Janice finally does it, hopefully it won't be as hard for her. Because I know her Blood Elf character is a hunter. And the hunter class is like her best class anyway, so she'll probably be fine. Oh crap. And I get feared. Oh, come on. Stupid fear. Okay, so what do I gotta do? Oh, okay. I guess I just had to wait. Wow, this has been really cool so far, personally. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. Might even be cooler than the dwarf one. But, yeah, I still like dwarves more. Well, it's kind of cool that it put me back on my mount, because I'm kind of surprised that it would. Oh wow, like all the trainers and everything are here for this this whole ceremony or whatever. The Region Lord takes a lantern from you. It is done. The following will be cast on you, Heritage of the Sendori. So I guess that was that, eh? Well, I guess we finally got the Heritage set for Blood Elves, so I'm just gonna see if I can find it. There we go. I found it. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, when the gnomes and the Tauren one come out, I'm definitely going to be, doing those as well. But in the meantime, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. So I'm back again. So we'll go turn this in, and I'm guessing they'll probably send me the silver.